Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So I'm making this video for anybody that is new to the journey, anybody who is completely confused about the journey, and anybody that is really struggling on this journey. Twin flame journey, there is so much information out there, and we are flooded every day with more and more information. And let's face it, some of it is really confusing. I want to take it back to the basics of what twin flames are and how you shift through this journey and what will come up through this journey. I first of all want to explain that the twin flame journey is a deeply mystical journey. When you are first catapulted into the journey, you will feel lost, you will feel confused, you will not understand what is happening to you. You will focus on it being about losing divine masculine. But what I want to stress here is there is so much more going on than just love and romance. You are now going through a rebirth, and everything will start to collapse and fall away that is of a lower vibration. Things that are no longer needed within your life will just dissipate. This can feel absolutely gut-wrenching. This journey, when you are in dark night of the soul and ego death, you will barely be able to clean your teeth. You will barely be able to function. You will spend a lot of the time just wrapped up at home, trying to figure out the journey, trying and searching for hours and hours on what is happening to you. You see, a lot of the time you start this journey and there is no information there for you, let alone signposts of what is going on. And so you start to search, and the more you search, you discover twin flames. And it's the only thing that makes sense. But it's absolutely bonkers that that could be happening to you. I want to state here and now that not everybody who is on a twin flame journey believes they are on the twin flame journey. If anybody has seen the door open behind, it's not some mystical thing, it's the dog. Not every single person is on a twin flame journey. You will know as you progress along the journey that you're on this journey through the signs and synchronicities and the way that spirit guides you and divine guides you on this deeply mystical journey. I want to get to the basics though, because a lot of the time people don't understand the very basics of twin flames. They believe that it is soulmates or something higher than soulmates. It's not anything higher than soulmates. It's completely different. It's like fillet steak to cucumber. That is the difference between twin flames and soulmates. Soulmates can grow together. Soulmates, you find that person comes into your life, be it a lover, be it a best friend, be it a family member or a pet. A soulmate can help you grow and expand, and you do it together. And it's a lot gentler process with a soulmate. A twin flame, well, a twin flame is the dance of the one soul. And the twin flame comes in, bottom line, to awaken you, divine feminine. That is the bottom line of this. The journey is about awakening. Now, you can feed yourself with all the pink fluffy stuff out there. You can feed yourself with all the golden tickets of all the golden carrots, but you are sending yourself on a wild goose chase. It is not the truth of the journey. And you will waste time, you will waste money, you will exhaust yourself. This video is to give you the basics of what the twin flame journey is and what twin flames are, so you can get rid of all that chaotic energy out of your world and start to really do the truth of the journey. Now, here's the thing. The mind and ego has been running the show. The mind and ego operates from fear, whereas soul, well, soul is just omnipresent. Soul is now present. Soul is love. Soul is just in the frequency, is singularity. Whereas on this journey, when you are catapulted in, it creates that polarity of that push-pull, and the mind is set off into this crazy spinning out of control energy, where you have to understand the journey now, where you spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to figure out the journey. I'm making this video, and all the videos here on YouTube are here to help and support you to take out all that confusion out of the journey, and for you, Divine Feminine, to reclaim your power and reclaim your light and do the truth of the journey. Only when you shift your frequency does it allow Divine Masculine to shift. So let's start with the basics. You are a three-part being, okay? So I want to use some little props to help you understand it. These glasses represent the body. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You have two bodies. As well as those two bodies, you both have mind and ego. The mind and ego, if you look, are different because you have both had different experiences throughout your life. So let's put mind and ego in the bodies. So here you are with your bodies, with your different minds and egos. But the main part, the juicy part, the good part is the soul. The soul is formless. The soul is fluid, and you both have one soul in two bodies. Now, the soul is formless. The soul can move, and I'm spilling water all over me, between the bodies because the soul has no form. The soul is not stuck. You know, we know that until a child reaches 7 or 8, roughly, you know, that soul is moving between dimensions, between worlds. You, who you truly are in every single lifetime, is soul. We know when you die, the body is either buried or it is burnt, it dissipates, okay? So the bodies of the two will either die or dissipate. The mind and ego will also dissipate. And that's why sometimes you can have those deja vu. But if I ask you to tell me about every single past life, it will be very hard for you to detail it. You may remember fractions, and you may go to that certain place, maybe on holiday or maybe a day trip, and you go, I've been here before. And maybe you're with your parents and they'll go, no, we never came here. And you'll go, I know we have. If you go around the corner, there's the little shoebox, or there's the, I'm thinking a shoebox. My mum always calls the thatch cottage a shoebox. There's a thatch cottage just round the corner. You go round the corner and there it is. And everybody looks and goes, how did you know that? I don't know. I just knew, because you have remembered fractions from past lives. But the mind and ego as a whole dissipates away. So does the body. The only thing that you take forward into every single lifetime and every previous lifetime is the soul. But the soul is formless. The soul is one. It's just that in this time, this lifetime, your soul of who you truly are decided to come in and have experience of polarity, to see duality. And so it came into two incarnations. Your journey, divine feminine, you are not separate from divine masculine. Wherever you are in wherever you are thinking separation consciousness, then you are in separation in the mind and the ego and the body. But really, at a soul level, you are one. You have always been one, and you will always be one in every single lifetime. Now, this journey, divine feminine, is to shift out of mind and ego. The mind and ego is what runs the show. The mind and ego is what needs to see things as good or bad. The mind and ego identifies as an object, as form. The mind and ego wants to feel, I feel sad, I am cat. Whereas the soul does not identify as either male or female. It identifies neither as good or bad. The soul is just present. The soul is just love. So on this journey, it is about you shifting from that duality-based mind and moving the journey back to you. Now, I want to use a pen to explain how the energy moves. So we know that you, and I need a drink of water, you are formless, but I'm showing you this with a pen, which is form. But the soul is formless. As you push, divine masculine will automatically move away. If you were two individual souls, i.e. soulmates, as you pushed, you would just come closer to them. But because this is one energetic system, as you push, divine masculine moves away. The only way to neutralize and to stop divine masculine from running is to neutralize the energy, to stop the push energy. What is push energy? Push energy is divine feminine's energy, or the chasing energy, or the push energy. And it is any thoughts, feelings, emotions that you are pushing on to divine masculine. Now, I've decided to explain this in a very basic way because I have seen a lot of confusion out there. I'm divine feminine. No, I'm divine masculine. Actually, I was divine feminine. Now I'm divine masculine. It does not work like that. One twin is the conscious part, is the push energy. The other twin is the running, is the subconscious part. It's how the energetic system works. As you push, they run. It does not change now. I am saying it does not change, but on this journey, it will get to a point where you have neutralized the energy, where you're able to alchemize that peacocking energy, even when divine masculine peacocks the energy out and you feel that big emotion rise within you, those triggers, those oscillations, you're able to hold the energy in a neutral state. It will feel sometimes as you progress along that the energy is flipping. The energy really isn't flipping. You are always divine feminine. You are the one seeking out the information. Divine masculine is the one running who feels overwhelmed. Now, when I talk about this, I am talking about it just from an energetic connection. I know when I've talked about it before, people have stamped their hands and gone, or stamped their feet and gone, I'm the one with the womb. I celebrate women. I'm all about the divine feminine. This plays different. This is only about the energy that is between the one soul. So it's not about burning bras. It's not about woohoo the wombs. Okay. I am one. I am a divine feminine. You know, I celebrate the divine feminine, but I also celebrate the divine masculine too. So know that this is about an energetic system. Okay. So it is one soul in two bodies with two minds and egos. As you are catapulted into this journey, the soul gets soul recognition. And this is when everything feels like it is falling apart. What I want to reassure you, Divine Feminine, as long as you are being in soul, shifting into soul, doing soul work and aligning with soul, you will not stay in that chaotic energy. A lot of information out there keeps you in looping energy. If you are listening to twin flame readings, if you are listening to twin flame love music, if you are listening to beautiful romantic twin flame videos, you are going to stay in pain. You are going to stay looping. That is not this journey. You can do that with soulmates, but not on this journey. You have to get out of the mind and ego and shift into soul frequency. This is your awakening, Divine Feminine. And you have to treat it like your awakening without all the other bullshit. While ever you are feeding the mind and the ego with the BS and the pink fluffy stuff, it will keep you in pain. It will keep you looping. Now, I also understand that it is easier to sit in that uncomfortable, comfortable energy of feeling absolutely brokenhearted, of feeling broken on the floor, and just needing to hear when divine masculine is returning. But let me tell you, that is not this journey. This journey is about you, divine feminine, understanding that you have now received an activation. Divine masculine, your soul came in to activate you, and you now are going through a rebirth. And as you transform, as you go through that rebirth, you must reclaim your power. Those clairs that you believe are just for your twin flame and how you can feel them and how you can smell them and how you can feel their touch at 3 o'clock in the morning and how they wake you up and the visions that you see are just a fraction of what truly is happening. This journey, you want to see everything with these physical eyes. But this journey is about trusting in this eye, the third eye, the eye that sees beyond the physical form, because it is connected to the soul and divine and source energy. You see, all of your clairs, all of your psychic abilities, and the connection to the universe and divine are gifted to you. But it's up to you whether you work with those beautiful gifts. While ever you view the journey with these eyes, you will stay stuck. You will stay looping. You have to surrender everything over and start to trust in that inner trust, in that inner being, in that wisdom that you hold within yourself. You will want to reach out to everybody. You will want to talk to friends, to families. You will want to work with relationship coaches, therapists, counselors. You will want to work with everybody to help you understand what and when divine masculine is returning. But none of those will help you on the journey. You'll be reaching out even to psychics, even to mediums. Nobody will be able to help you because it is all within you. Now, for anybody that is feeling suicidal, for anybody that is feeling really in a bad state, then I do recommend that you always go and get professional help and seek out, you know, whether it be the Samaritans or doctors or support close to you. But if you are searching for that answer in mediums and psychics and relationship coaches and trying to figure out how to bring divine masculine back, you're just wasting your time and your money, because everything is contained within you. All the wisdom that you seek on this journey is within you. Now, one major thing that will show up for you is all your shadows. Everything that you have feared will be faced in front of you. And this is often not talked about. It's one of those things that we just don't talk about because it's not really what divine feminine wants to hear. But unless we talk about it, how do we know? How do we deal with it? We think it's only happening. You think it's only happening to you. But I want to rest assure you that all your fears will be brought up. Why is this? Well, it's due to that Kundalini that is activated on this journey. Shakti Ma, which is the curled serpent that lays dormant at the base and root of your chakra, that may have awoken maybe in 2000 a little bit, maybe in 2010, 11, 12, because they were massive awakening times. But she was able to go back to sleep then. Whereas now she is not going back to sleep. She has awoken and she is there to bring everything up. Why is that? Because you are here as a gift to the world, divine feminine. And everything that you are is light. Everything that you are is abundance. Everything that you are is love. And you cannot have any of those lower frequencies within your vibration. So if you fear being alone, if you fear never finding love, everything will be shown to you and it will be highlighted. It is only when we have faced our shadows, it is only when we have done the shadow work and we have allowed that beautiful healing to take place, that we raise in our vibration, that we raise in our consciousness. When I talk about that this journey is about creating inner union with the divine masculine, with the divine feminine, and your own inner union first, this is because you have to raise your frequency to a certain level. And only when you raise it to a certain level does it allow divine masculine to feel that energy and to be drawn back in. You see, this journey is not divine masculine making a decision to return. This is a soul decision. This happens at the level of the soul, and the soul does the work to magnetize divine masculine in. This is nothing like you have ever been through before. It is the biggest gift that will ever be given to you. But you have to treat the journey as a sacred journey. This is not about what they haven't done, what they are doing. This is about you. You have to make the journey about you. Only when you shift into that higher state of consciousness does divine masculine energetically feel it at a soul level, and that allows them to magnetize in. Now, I just want to share with you, if I can, let me have a look. If I can share it with you, let me bring this up. Can I bring it back? So this shows it in a really beautiful way. You should be able to see this graph now. And this shows you how you shift in consciousness. So, you know, when we look, you know, below 200, you know, when you first start off on this journey and you are in a dark night of the soul and ego death, you feel that that grief, you feel that fear. You may even be feeling shame and guilt. You know, shame and guilt are one of the lowest vibrations. The desire, the need, the want. While ever you are in those lower vibrations, you cannot shift into the higher frequency. The higher frequency is all about you accepting and being in that neutral state. And once you shift into that neutral state, once you go beyond the mind and ego, you shift into that path of enlightenment, of love, of gratitude, and move into a very, very high vibration. As you move into that high state of consciousness, it is felt at a soul level, because where do you and your divine masculine connect? You connect at a soul level, and divine masculine feels it at that soul level. Now, how do you shift out of those lower vibrations? Well, you do it by fully detoxing, by moving out of the lower vibrations. At the moment in Awaken to Consciousness, which is my weekly help support group for Twin Flames, we are doing 30 days boot camp where I take you through step by step every single day how to detox from that crazy toxic energy and move into that higher state and that higher frequency, the only frequency that can attract divine masculine back in on that beautiful soul vibration. This journey, bottom line divine feminine, is about you, is about you reclaiming your power, you reclaiming your light. If you are truly on a twin flame journey, this is your awakening. And you have to make the journey about you. While ever your eyes are focused on divine masculine and outside of yourself, you will just stay on Groundhog Day every single day or every single week. You'll be able to shift slightly, but then it will bring you straight back into that raw pain and feeling of loss. If you are ready to shift, if you are ready to reclaim your power, divine feminine, to reclaim your light, and to really shift into that higher state of consciousness, then come and join. The group is incredibly supportive, and you get access to over 70 hours of content where I help and support you. But I will warn you, there is no pink fluffy stuff on there. I am here to help you shift. I hate to see people trapped in pain on this journey. If you're ready, then I'm ready to support you. Our group is incredibly supportive with so many beautiful divine feminines that are all shifting, reclaiming their power, and knowing that everything that they need is within them. I hope this helps. Make sure you subscribe. If you know anybody else that is struggling on this journey, you know, maybe share the video with them so you can help and support them shift, because this is the basics of the journey. Once you understand the basics, then you can upgrade your whole life and your whole frequency. Make sure you subscribe, turn the notification bell on. Much love, many blessings.